Yo, in this is my first recap video, and I'm going to go over the Moderna trade or MRNA trade. I paper traded today because I wanted to test out the key level strategy that Dylan uses. I was having some issues with how I want to trade and what I want to do with my trading. So, I thought that okay, I'm just gonna paper trade today and see what what's up with the strategy and stuff. And I really think that if you use Dylan's strategy, the breakout strategy or the key level strategy, the only thing you have to manage is your risk. That's the only thing you have to manage because when you're using a strategy, essentially you have a high probability of the trade working out. I would say like 85 to 90% it would work out, but this is that you have to really manage your risk, right? When are you buying, when are you selling, right? So stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go over with you how I paper trade mRNA today, and so yeah, let's go. Okay, so mRNA. So why were we watching this was because of this. So we were watching this rally, base, and potential rally, right? Now here's the thing. With this rally-based rally, we didn't have any confirmation, right? At least I didn't have any confirmation. Did I have a key level? No, I didn't have a trend line. I didn't have anything of that sort. But when I went to the hourly chart, right, right here, I thought to myself that so mRNA was trading right around here, right? And when I went to the hourly chart, I saw this and then this, right? So I said that, okay, these are two touches, but let me see what pre-market. So if I turn pre-market on, right, you could clearly see that mRNA, right, touched one. So I would just draw this, right, one, two, right? Because this was some support right here. It came up and then went back down, and then three, right? And then the fourth time right here, right? So this was the key level I chose from turning pre-market on an hourly chart. The reason being was because on the if I turn it off, you wouldn't see it clearly, right? And that's the thing, right? You can have key levels with pre-market on or pre-market off, right? We usually do it with pre-market off, but in this case, because I didn't see it with pre-market off, I turned on pre-market and saw, okay, that might be a level to watch on because it's a key level, right? And this is how Dylan also uses it, right? He has a key level dog on the cheat sheet tab, and it uses pre-market on an hourly chart, and that's how he does his key levels, right? And he has also made a recap video on it, so you might as well check that out too. So that was that. So I was watching this key level break. On top of that, I was watching this. Oops, sorry. So on top of that, we were watching this a four or daily RBR, right? So yeah, and then the daily RBR. So my entries. So now that I have my confirmations, let me go over my entry, right here. So here's what I saw in MRNA, right? I saw that price was coming up aggressively, right? So what I saw at that time was that the volume and this green candle were increasing simultaneously, and it was really aggressive. Like, so I've been trading for 10 months now with this group, and it's how my eyes are trained to see how the candle develops. So in real time, what I saw was this candle come up aggressively with this volume coming up. So the moment I saw this was here, at this point right here, right? I saw this. Okay, so I thought to myself that this is the right point to take mRNA. The, the reason being was because the volume is so aggressive, it's increasing with the candle bar, and so I anticipated that it will break the key level, right? Or it might break the key level, it might pull back, or it might sell off from there. So what I thought that, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enter here, right, and then sell my mRNA contracts on this key level, right? I was playing with one contract, so as soon as I saw this quick push here on mRNA, I sold it, right? However, if I was playing with more than one contract, what I have done was sell half of my contracts on this key level break, and then waited on the other half to see if we are pulling back or we are moving back aggressively. If we are moving back aggressively, then I will sell into strength. But if we are pulling back or we are selling off, I might sell it a little close to break even or something somewhere around here, right? Because I don't want my trade to go red, right? Now, this was my entry, right? My stop was at exactly 429.87. The reason being was because so this stop was a pre-market high. On top of that, this was where buyers started to step in, right? So usually what I do is with these stops, if I see this lower wick, right, this is usually a great indication that okay, if sellers try to bring it down, right, we have a good chance that we might sell off because this was the area where buyers were present, right? And if buyers are not present right here, right, after we retest it, then that's going to be a problem for buyers, and then we are likely to sell off, right? So this was my trade on MRNA, and in regards to ES and Q, so what I saw there was ES was not selling off from the supply zone. Actually, what we are doing was we are creating this rally. It was a basing at that time, but it's now a green base. We were doing a rally, a base of potential rally, right? And we weren't selling off from the supply zone. NQ from this supply was kind of choppy, right? It made a lower high, but I saw that NQ ES price action, it didn't really have an effect on MRNA, right? So I thought to myself that, okay, I'm just gonna execute my plan and, set my target. So this was on MRNA. Now I'm gonna go over the setups I'm watching for tomorrow.